Right now, protesters are gathering downtown after an overnight hit and run. And 100 days after activating for the pandemic, we check in with the state's Emergency Operations Center. Plus, controversy in Washington as the president fires one of the nation's top federal prosecutors.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. Madison police say one person suffered minor injuries after a pickup truck drove through a downtown crowd of about 100 to 150 people early this morning. It happened around 2:30 at North Francis Street and University Avenue. Officials say the driver of the truck got away before police arrived. People told police that the driver of the truck was an employee of nearby Wando's Bar and Grill, but police say that is a misidentification and there's nothing to suggest a connection to the bar right now. They say the bar's owners are cooperating. This is Snapchat video from that scene this morning. As you can see, dozens of people were gathered in the street while several police cars responded to that scene. Officers are reviewing traffic cameras to try to identify the driver. Anyone with information is asked to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers. Meanwhile, activist group Urban Triage is claiming this was a hate crime. In a Facebook post, they say a white person intentionally hit a black woman. They also accuse officers of pepper spraying the victim and bystanders and not calling medical assistance right away. But in the last few minutes, police have updated their report and say a Madison Fire ambulance arrived on scene within 8 minutes of the time they were called. 6 minutes after the first officers arrived. MPD also says it did use pepper spray to create space to allow paramedics to enter the scene and treat the victim. We're hearing from the bar that all of this happened by tonight as well. In a Facebook post, Wando's said it is, quote, saddened to hear about the tragic event and its thoughts are with the community during these difficult times. The incident is reigniting protests downtown tonight. That's where we find our Adam Duxter. Adam, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, Amanda, we're at the tail end of the group right now, and we're making our way up Langdon Street. And to give you a little bit of an idea, we've been moving just about all night since 6:30 or so, and we've made almost a complete circle, starting at University Ave near the Wandos, which you mentioned at the top of the show. And from there, we went up State Street around the Capitol Square to East Wash, and then to Willie Street, and then back up East Wash. And again, that's taken the course of a few hours. Now, over the course of that time, we have seen some confrontations. A couple of the outside dining areas at both Cooper's Tavern and also some of the restaurants along East Wash. There's been confrontations between those in this group and folks who have just come to dine outside, but all of them have ended peacefully. Now, at one point, we did stop a car, and it seemed like there was an issue. Someone said the car had tried to run into someone, but again, that ended peacefully as well. Also, during our time marching throughout Madison, we stopped for 8 minutes and 46 seconds near Willie Street. But again, things have been peaceful, but this group is still moving, headed down Langdon Street, passing Langdon and Henry right now. So again, we're kind of getting closer back to where we started on University earlier today. But again, this group is showing no signs of stopping, but things have been very peaceful so far today through and through.
All right, thank you so much, Adam. We'll check back in with you later on in the show. New at 10, Fitchburg police are investigating a shooting near the intersection of Post and Index Roads this afternoon around 3 o'clock. Officials say 2 parked vehicles and 2 separate apartments were hit, but believe the shooter was targeting a car driving on Post Road. No injuries have been reported. Police say the shooter's car was a light blue small SUV, while the other car was a newer style, possibly a black or charcoal Chrysler 300. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fitchburg police. Wisconsin is reporting 0 new coronavirus deaths today. It's only the 3rd time since late March the state hasn't added any deaths statewide over one day. But there is concerning news when it comes to testing. 4.6% of new tests came back positive today. That's up for the 3rd consecutive day and the highest daily total in more than 2 weeks. Officials are reporting 280 new cases today, bringing the state's count close to 25,000. With no new deaths, the state's death toll stays at 700. 144. Today marks the 100th consecutive day that Wisconsin's Emergency Operations Center has operated in the fight against COVID. Those in the state EOC say their main goal at the beginning of the pandemic was to both inform and help provide supplies for communities throughout the state. This video from March gives you a look into what the EOC looked like. The director says that's when most people were working 14-hour days just to catch up. But even now, with adequate supplies of PPE and test kits, they say their efforts are long from over.
We are going to continue building up the testing capacity and maintaining the testing capacity, the contact tracing capacity. We're going to be having community testing sites, and we're going to be stockpiling supplies and providing supplies as needed, I think, for as long as this takes.
Greg Engel, who you heard from there, is the director of planning and preparedness, and he says the possibility of a second wave could easily keep the state EOC running for an unpredictable amount of time. The World Health Organization is reporting the largest single-day jump in new cases since the pandemic began. They say there's more than 180,000 new cases worldwide today. In the U.S., the number of confirmed cases has topped 2.2 million. That comes as the CDC says it's planning to update its recommendations on wearing masks and face coverings soon. Let's get a look at your first warn weather now with Dana Fulton. We're getting ready for some chances for rain basically every day this week.
You'll definitely want to keep the umbrella on hand. Showers right now starting to develop overnight, and they're going to stay throughout most of Monday. The heavy rainfall is still on the western edge of the state near Prairie du Chien and starting to get into the very edge of Richland and Sauk counties. Tomorrow, we will have scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day under mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures will drop back just a bit. We'll be in the upper 70s. The rain chances come in. They stay throughout Monday, and then cooler temperatures expected for the middle of the week. But almost every day has at least a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Several dry hours mixed in there. But again, you'll want to keep the umbrella on hand. We'll take a closer look at your Fulton day in just a few minutes. Amanda.
Thank you, Dana. President Trump spent his Father's Day on the golf course. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is doing damage control after the president's comments during last night's rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At the rally, Trump said he told officials to slow down coronavirus testing in order to keep the case numbers down. Take a listen to the president's comments and the response this morning on CNN's State of the Union from one of his trade advisors.
When you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people, you're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please.
Come on now, Jake. You know, it was tongue-in-cheek. Did the president... Come on now. That was tongue-in-cheek.
The president's presumptive opponent in this November's election is taking aim at his comments, too. In a tweet late last night, Joe Biden wrote, "Speed up testing." After last night's rally, the president's former national security advisor, John Bolton, announced he would vote for Joe Biden this November instead of Trump. Bolton's book of damning allegations of misconduct against the president is scheduled to hit shelves on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the chief federal prosecutor who investigated several of President Trump's close associates is now out of a job. Trump fired Jeffrey Berman yesterday, and House Democrats have asked him to testify before Congress. Tom Hansen reports from New York.
I'm just here to do my job.
Saturday was Jeffrey Berman's last day on the job as the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. President Trump fired him after Attorney General William Barr tried unsuccessfully to get Berman to resign Friday night. Democrats believe the president wanted Berman gone because his office ran a successful criminal investigation against President Trump's former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. And CBS News has learned the office is investigating President Trump's current personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, for possible foreign lobbying violations related to his work in Ukraine.
We've seen a pattern of Barr corruptly impeding all these investigations, so this is just more of the same.
Representative Gerald Nadler, who heads the House Judiciary Committee, has invited Berman to testify on Capitol Hill as early as Wednesday. Nadler says Barr deserves to be impeached, and he'll work to withhold $50 million from the Justice Department as punishment. President Trump, who spent Sunday morning golfing, told reporters last night he had nothing to do with the decision to sack Berman.
We have a very capable attorney general, so that's really up to him. I'm not involved.
In the termination letter, Barr said he'd nominated Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Jay Clayton to take over the job, even though Clayton has no experience, and Barr can only appoint interim federal prosecutors. In the end, Berman agreed to step aside with the assurance that his deputy, Audrey Strauss, would replace him and the investigations would continue.
It appears again that Mr. Berman, who was a Trump appointee, was trying to do his job, follow the law, and that cost him his job. I do believe his deputy, Ms. Strauss, though, should be able to do the job professionally and appropriately.
Strauss's new job may include an investigation into the president himself. His former national security advisor, John Bolton, has accused the president of promising Turkey's president he would intervene in an investigation by Berman's office of a state-owned Turkish bank. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Senate Democrats have also called on the Senate Judiciary Committee to investigate Berman's firing. There's more on News 3 Now at 10. We'll take another look at the protests in downtown Madison tonight. Plus, a Beaver Dam woman gives her grandfather a surprise he'll never forget this Father's Day. Stay with us.
Where will you go first? Will it be familiar streets? Or perhaps unknown roads? Wherever you may go, Lexus will welcome you back with exceptional offers. Find a Lexus for every road at Lexus.com.
Lease the 2020 UX 200 for $309 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here.
Scout's here.
Shall we begin? Friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate.
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular eliminated data overages on our reliable nationwide network, so you can stay connected.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With exciting special offers and deals across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Now get 0% financing for 84 months on a 2019 built Ford Tough F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
The Memorial Union partially opens on Monday. We'll tell you what you need to do to save your spot.
And if your tech costs have gone up since you've been staying home, Consumer Reports has some tips to cut costs.
We'll see you starting at 4:30 Monday.
Master plans for Vilas Park updates are ready for review. Madison Parks is hosting a virtual community input meeting tomorrow night. Officials say there are 3 preliminary concept plans for the historic park. Specific details and final design solutions for park elements will be part of future capital projects and require city approval before construction. If you want to join tomorrow's meeting, we have a link for registration on our website, channel3000.com. Restrictions brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic postponed one Beaver Dam couple's wedding for what they thought would be a long time. But as our Gabriela Becerra shares, their special day came sooner than they thought.
Love is patient.
And yet, despite
the uncertainty of the virus, here we are.
But Brandon and Haley couldn't wait any longer to begin the rest of their lives together.
We learn all the time that people wait too long for stuff and they don't get to do it. So we didn't want to wait too long. We just wanted to get it done.
So in just 1 week, they made arrangements to get married where the entire family could be together.
The reason we didn't reschedule was because we knew he wouldn't be able to be there. He wasn't able to leave. We were barely even able to visit him. We really wanted him to be there. It didn't feel right to do it without it. So to have him here for this was incredible.
The couple wed in the garden at Haley's grandpa's assisted living facility.
I'm fortunate that because of COVID-19, their wedding was canceled. However, the family reached out to us, and we are thrilled to be a part of their special day and help them make memories that they'll last forever.
And staff there are making sure the event stays as safe as possible.
The number one thing is we're hosting it outside, where we can practice safe social distancing. We don't put any risk on the community itself. We are providing all of the guests with masks and with hand sanitizer to ensure that they're going through the proper precautions to keep everyone safe.
Haley's grandpa is remaining positive amid the pandemic.
Right. It's something that we got to cope with, but it'll get better.
His advice to the newlyweds?
Just believe in God and everything will work out.
So while it wasn't what she had planned for, it's still perfect.
I don't think we could have asked for a better wedding, a better place. We have everybody here that we want to be here. It's been great.
In Beaver Dam, I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Brandon and Haley plan on having a bigger celebration next year and will reschedule their Costa Rica trip for another time. Due to the pandemic, most art shows over the past 3 months have been canceled. But today, about a dozen local artists had the chance to show off and sell their works on a socially distanced Garver Feed Mill patio. Event organizers say most of the artists haven't had any chance to showcase their work since the pandemic hit. They say it's important they get support right now, so they're still here when art shows do return to normal.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a challenge for the artists. For most of these artists, this is their sole source of income. So they're losing out on revenue right now. You know, if they're used to doing so many shows and now they can't do any. So to be able to at least have something that they can participate in and make some sales, it's very, very important to them.
Organizers are planning another outdoor art show in August and an indoor one inside the Garver Feed Mill in September, but say they don't know what those shows will look like just yet. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Dana Fulton now. Not a bad day to get outside for Dad this morning, but things kind of changed.
We did have a few thunderstorms passing through late this evening, especially towards Prairie du Chien and the southern edge of Grant County. We saw those storms. A bit of a break after that, and now the main event starting to pass in. A chance for showers and thunderstorms starting to move into the edge of Sauk County. Richland County seeing heavier rainfall in the northwest corner. Heavy showers for Crawford and Grant County right now, and some lightning as well, so likely hearing a little bit of thunder. This area of low pressure is going to pass right on overhead, and thankfully it's going to be pushed out of here fairly quickly as that cold front follows through. Behind the front, it'll be a little cooler outside and less humid for Tuesday and Wednesday, but we're still going to have some rounds of showers late in the day Tuesday and Wednesday. Overnight, a lot of rain. We are expecting some heavier rainfall early in the day, mostly cloudy skies for Monday, and keep the umbrella on hand as the showers will likely continue for much of the afternoon. Now, those cloudy skies, it's a good thing for us. That keeps our temperatures a little cooler, and it's also going to help zap away any opportunities for severe weather to bubble up. We could see some stronger thunderstorms later in the day, but right now our severe chances staying fairly low. Temperatures in the afternoon will reach the upper 70s. Overnight we'll get a break into Tuesday morning, and for Tuesday plan on partly sunny skies, but notice in the afternoon there is going to be the chance for some more moisture to build in, so a slight chance for showers late in the day on Tuesday, another break for Wednesday morning, and another slight chance for showers late in the afternoon and evening on Wednesday, mainly north of Dane County. Just a marginal general risk for some stronger thunderstorms to pass through for the southeast corner of the state, with our temperatures trending a little lower. Again, with that cloud coverage likely going to be around for most of the day, it seems more likely that we'll just be dealing with rain and the chance for a few strong thunderstorms. Overnight, we won't drop too much. Temps only falling to about the mid-60s for our overnight lows. Again, we're becoming mostly cloudy, and when it stays cloudy overnight, we don't get to fall and cool down as much for our overnight hours. Showers for most of the day tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the upper 70s. We'll drop back a little bit from where we were at this afternoon. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday and Wednesday with partly sunny skies. Highs will be in the mid-70s for the middle of the week. By the weekend, we start to creep back into the low 80s. The humidity comes along with that, and we will have the chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms almost every day. Partly sunny skies expected. We'll have plenty of dry hours, but one of those where in the afternoon it starts to get humid, the storm pops up, and then it cools down for the evening.
And that's just kind of summer around here. You got to be ready for those little pop-ups of rain.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Dana. Protesters are rallying in downtown Madison tonight after an overnight hit and run. The victim is expected to be okay, but some are accusing the driver of a hate crime by intentionally hitting a black woman. Adam Duxter joins us once again from downtown Madison, where protests have been taking place for the past several hours. Adam, where are you now?
Yeah, Amanda, we're walking down Francis Street right now, and when you saw us last, we were going down Langdon, so we made a bit of a right turn, but the group is kind of going and stopping in front of some of the bigger apartment complexes, urging people to come out and join this group that is out here right now. And actually, a couple people have come from those apartment buildings down to join this group, and I knew we were headed down Langdon towards Francis, and now I'm not sure exactly where we are headed, but we are headed down Francis, closer to the lake, and we are moving our way through some student housing and some student apartments. But again, things have been peaceful for just about all of today, and now it seems we're waiting outside of another apartment. But I'll give you guys a look at just kind of the size of this crowd right now as they continue to urge people to come outside and join the march, which again, some people have come from those apartment buildings down to join this group. But again, we have been marching. We started near downtown, then went up State Street, down East Wash to Willie Street, back up East Wash to downtown, and now we're moving down Francis Street. So we've gotten just about all over Madison, but this is a look at the group as it stands right now.
And Adam, have they spoken about the incident from last night or overnight? Have they said anything about that?
Yeah, actually, they have hit on that incident a couple of times, making reference to Wando's a couple of times, and it seems like they're still very dissatisfied with Wando's. I know that earlier we had said, and MPD had said there was a miscommunication as to whether or not a Wando's employee was involved in that altercation last night, but the phrase today has been burn it down, as it does refer to that Wando's, which is closed right now.
All right, thank you so much, Adam. We'll check in with you again later. And for the latest developments on protests here in Madison and across the country, be sure to stay with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com. Coming up in sports, one former Badger is using her voice to speak out for change after the death of George Floyd. It's close to home.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good.
I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Wisconsin Lottery, with one at midday, that's at 1:30, and another in the evening, that's at 9. For pick 3, pick 4, and all or nothing. More chances to play each day. More chances to play each day.
No one sells more. Wild Automotive sells more SUVs and all-wheel drives combined than any other dealer. Wild is the #1 volume SUV and all-wheel drive retailer in Southeast Wisconsin. The more we sell, the more you save. WildAuto.com.
Well, the death of George Floyd affected people all over the world, but especially Minneapolis natives like Suzanne Gilreath, who graduated from the University of Wisconsin this past spring. I had the chance to talk to her today about being a former women's basketball player and about diversity and inclusivity, and why right now is the time for Black athletes to speak out. When Suzanne Gilreath heard about the death of George Floyd, she immediately called her older brother, David.
And I was like, did you see what happened? Like,
because this one hits close to home.
This happened 10 minutes away from where I grew up at. My dad drives in that area all the time. This could happen to my dad, my cousin, my brother.
Suzanne has been feeling a lot since then, so she wants you to know what it means to be a Black student athlete.
The more you tell your personal stories and people are actually able to feel you.
Right away, she says there are stereotypes that come with this title.
But a Black athlete, we're looked at as you can run as long as you can. You can do as long as you can. You're athletic. You're strong.
Because of that, vulnerability can be an issue.
I feel like my body was hurting, and I needed to sit down. I wasn't given that.
So she's looking for change, visible change.
Action speaks louder than words, too. So I feel like that's a big piece that I think universities need to do right now, is to really kind of restructure, refigure out how they're going to be more inclusive and diverse.
Because ultimately, she is a Badger and wants to make sure future Badger Black student athletes are supported in every way.
I love Wisconsin. I love the motion that we always represent them. But I want to make sure I hit on a few factors that people can understand and listen to.
So to start,
educate yourself on topics that matter right now. Don't just be on the trendy Wally situation of, well, Black Lives Matter now, but forever. So do your history, whether it's watching a video, reading a book, having open conversations with your teammates, your coaches.
And we'll be right back.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new Silverado, get 0% APR for 72 months or $5,500 cash allowance on all Silverado Crew Cab pickups. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available.
When the doctor said Mama wasn't going to get better, we were shocked. We're not ready. How will we get through this?
A Grace will help, with kind caregivers who help you handle the tough moments ahead.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether it's keeping the backyard birds well-fed season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's There's a reason people say if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it. Because we have it all. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
At Pick and Save, we always do our very best to make sure we've got you covered. Restocking our shelves with help from one of the country's biggest supply chains. And we'll continue to bring our A game to get you what you need when you need it most. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger to create a personalized news feed just for you. The topics you want, the day's top stories, and push alerts for breaking news all through Messenger. Learn more at channel3000.com.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
A quick update. In the past hour, the president's former national security advisor, John Bolton, announced he will not vote for Trump or Biden. He says he will likely write in a conservative candidate. And one more look at the live protests downtown tonight. We'll have continuing coverage on channel3000.com and tomorrow. Have a great night.